Hello my lovelies. Today I have the Once Upon a Book Club Advent box for you. So stay tuned. So this box here, big heavy box, it was supposed to come back in November and it's now the middle of January and it's finally arrived. Unfortunately, they had a lot of shipping delays and they were not able to get these advent calendars out at the normal time. So yeah, we're doing this now. But we're sorry for the delay. They included a vial of like bath salts or something. Now, when I got my box, I could hear something. I don't know if you can hear it. And I was like, oh no, what is that? I didn't know they were including bath salts at the time. And so I cut it open and I looked, and there's a broken glass vial in here, so I'm gonna have to be careful. The bath salts are loose all in it. I did contact them and let them know that that happened. And they actually sent me this cute little box. And in it is very padded. And they sent me a replacement vial. And it says, sorry for the stressful year. And it's just this cute little vial of bath salts. But yeah, I wanted to let you know that they included that, but you're not gonna see that in here because, well, it's broken. I think there's just the top little part. But I am gonna have to be super careful when going through this because, like I said, all that was left intact of this was where the little sticker is. So all of this is broken and all of the bath salts is everywhere. So yeah, don't want to get cut. Okay, there is also a large book. Hold on. Let me set this down somewhere. Oh yeah, here is what's left of that vial. Okay, so they have the 12 Days of Book Clubmas volume 4. The first year it was just, I think it was like the first 2 years, it was just a little pamphlet. And then last year it became a much bigger book. And then this year we have a big book as well. And the first 2 years I read the stories and I opened the gifts all in one video or a couple of videos. And then last year, because it was a full book and the stories were quite long, I only did one day for each, like one day for each video. And they didn't really get a whole lot of views. So I decided not to do that this time. I'm not going to go through and read the stories. I think I will just read like the line that comes before the gift, or I'll tell you like what the title of the story is, and we'll open the gifts together and all of that. But I do plan on doing all the gifts in this one video. And this is a big full box and I am super excited to get into it. Okay, so day one, the story was The Traveling Capabilities of Love by Lana Gionfriddo. So let me find the part where we open our gift. So it says, he gently picks it up and dusts the snow off the bottom. He places it back in my lap. Open it, Claire. With shaking hands, I peel off the tape, holding it all together. And it says, open your gift. And let me just look at how long. Yeah, this first story is 24 pages long. And if I were to read that, that would be the entire video, that and the one gift. I found pieces of the glass. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna pause this video real quick and I'm gonna take all of these gifts out and kind of shake them out over my trash just to make sure there's no big pieces of glass in here that I'm gonna hurt myself on. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back and I have the day one gift, which feels like a book. Okay, so turns out I made a little mistake when I placed my order for this Advent box because they have two that you can choose, either adult or YA, and I meant to choose the YA one because it's what I prefer. but apparently I purchased the adult one. So the only difference between the two is the books. So I got the adult book, which is okay because I have seen what the young adult book is and I already own it, so that's all right for me. So the book I got was The Vanished Bride by Bella Ellis, and I don't know anything about this. Let's see. This says, before they became legendary writers, Charlotte, Emily, and Anne Bronte were detectives. Yorkshire, 1845. A young wife and mother has gone missing from her home, leaving behind 2 small children and a large pool of blood. Just a few miles away, a humble parson's daughters, the Bronte sisters, learn of the crime. Charlotte, Emily, and Anne Bronte are horrified and intrigued by the mysterious disappearance. These 3 creative, energetic, and resourceful women quickly realize that they have the skills required to make for excellent lady detectives. Not yet published novelists, they have well-honed imaginations and are expert readers. And as Charlotte remarks, detecting is reading between the lines. It's seeing what's not there. As they investigate, Charlotte, Emily, and Anne are confronted with a society that believes a woman's place is in the home, not scouring the countryside looking for clues. But nothing will stop the sisters from discovering what happened to the vanished bride, even as they find their own lives are in great peril. So this sounds really interesting to me. Also, it came with a very cute pen. I think the theme for this box was maybe write your own story. And so we have a cute little pen here that says write your own story. So I'm excited to have these 2 gifts, and a good way to start off the Advent. All right, now let's look at day 2. So day 2 story was called Between the Pages by Emily Godinez. Okay, page 47. It says, hand in hand, Grandma Joan and Marley travel into their world and into Marley's bedroom. With a thud, they land on Marley's bedroom floor. Marley gets up and runs her fingers over her curtains as her latest quote weaves itself into the fabric. So let's open that gift. Here is day 2. It comes in this cute little drawstring bag. Okay, there's some kind of, I know what this is. It's tape. Inside, this is so cool. I have to find a way to use these. This is awesome. So it's this sheer curtain, and on it is just covered in quotes from different authors. I love it. So the first one, I'm not going to read all of it, but I see that there's like a J.D. Salinger, a quote from Catcher in the Rye, from David Forrester Wallace, from Infinite Jest, Jodi Picoult, the storyteller. Just, and it's this long curtain. Oh, there's 2 of them. It's a set of curtains, and they're long curtains. And I am going to try to use these here in this library. And then this is fabric tape for if your curtains are too long, you can make them shorter. And I think this is awesome. And they're definitely going to get used. And I just hope cats don't destroy them. Where can I set these for right now? Okay, we're going to put these right there for now because I am not going to try to roll those back up into that bundle. Okay. Yay, I love that. I will at some point read this, just not for this video. Anyway, so day 3, it said, the title of day 3's story is All the Knight's Daughters by Amanda Kelsey. So on page 59 it says, the switch itself was nothing special, but there was an artistic decal above it that was plain black and showed a girl reading a book. Except it was made to look as if the girl was laying on the light switch cover itself, one leg dangling over the side as she read the book in her hand. So I'm guessing that's what we got. And it comes in this envelope here. Oh, it got a little, the envelope's not bent, but the sticker is. It says, shh, I'm reading, light switch decal. And I'm hoping I can press it flat here because there is a wave And I don't know if you can see, we can really see on the back. But I want it to be able to lay flat because I'm so going to use this as well to put over the light switch for the library. I'm going to stack books on top of it for right now in hopes of flattening it out. Okay, day 4 story is titled Pizza Friday by Selena Marcille. Okay, so on page 78 it says, she smiled to herself as she took the book with her out to the kitchen. So let's see what we got. I'm guessing it's a book. Okay, so for this one, I have seen on their Instagram that they're starting to do like unboxings, though they've only done, I think, up to day 4. And it said that for the adult box, you could have gotten 1 of 2 books. And for the YA, what's the YA book? The Sullivan Sisters. Oh, and the YA book for that first one would have been Most Likely by Sarah Watson. But as I said, I already own that and I've read it and I loved it. So I got Jenny Moon by Benjamin Ludwig. And hold on, the other book that I could have gotten was Star-Crossed by Minnie Dark. Let's see. This one says, meet Jenny Moon. She's mostly your average teenager. She plays flute in the high school band, has weekly basketball practice, and reads Robert Frost poems for English class. But Jenny is autistic, and so what's important to her might seem a bit different. Starting every day with exactly 9 grapes for breakfast, singing along with Michael Jackson, taking care of her baby doll, and crafting a secret plan of escape. Jenny has been in foster care for years, and for the first time in her life, she has found her forever home. After being traumatically taken from her abusive birth mother and moved around to different homes, she is finally in a place where she'll be safe and protected with a family who will love and nurture her. This is exactly the kind of home that all foster kids are hoping for. But Jenny has other plans. She'll steal and lie and reach across her past to exploit the good intentions of those who love her. Anything it takes to get back what's missing in her life. She'll even try to get herself kidnapped. Told in an extraordinary and wholly original voice, Jenny Moon is at once quirky, charming, heartbreaking, suspenseful, and poignant. It's a story of a journey about being an outsider trying to find a place to belong, and about making sense of a world that just doesn't seem to add up. And then we also got this recipe card, and it says, Recipe Made with Love, title, The Fox Family Pizza Friday Fun Book, Thin Crust Pizza Dough. And there's like the ingredients, everything, and then the directions on the back. The day 5 story is titled The Dellis Court Kids by Madeline Merritt. And on page 93 it says, exactly. Now if you don't mind, she took the fanny pack from Kit and clipped it around her waist before emptying the contents. She wrapped her hair up in a twist with a hot pink claw clip, exposing the bruise developing on her forehead. It took a few flicks of her souvenir Swiss Army knife from Rocky Mountain National Park for her to find it, but she clicked the flathead screwdriver into place. All right, there's a lot of options there. Okay, so here is our day 5. Another cute little tote bag, or not tote bag, but drawstring bag. And in this one we have a fanny pack. Wait, there's something inside the fanny pack too, hold on. It's not in the big part. There's a little part in the back here. Oh, it's the pink hair clip. I will actually use this. Will I use a fanny pack? I don't know. I'm not a fanny pack kind of person, but I might. When traveling, maybe. What are your views on fanny packs? Comment down below and let me know. Okay, now on to the day 6 story. Is that where we're going now? Yes. The title of this one is The Man of 7 by Campbell Stetson. Okay, and on page 110 it says, a large rectangular shape of brown reflective fabric, at least half my height, rested on the ground just beyond the wall. Mysterious. All right, so let's see what our gift for day 6 is. What? Let me, hold on. A large rectangular shape, this is a circle, of brown, this is silver, reflective, well, I guess this could be reflective. I'm confused. Okay. This feels like something that's gonna pop open on me. Whew. And it did. What is this? Okay, it's a thing for your car, which is cool because I could use this. And it says shh. It says shh, I'm reading. I don't know if you can see it all. But cute. I don't know how to put this back into its shape. How do you make it small? I can't. It popped open. I don't know how it was to start. I'm not good at this. Okay. I can't figure out how to make this gigantic thing go back into this little thing. So I'm going to have to wait for Marty's help on that. But this is very cool. And once I figure out how to make it small, I'll be carrying it in my car. That was ridiculous. I'm probably going to edit out most of that, but it was ridiculous. Okay, so day 7, the story is Fear of Flying by Megan Songer. And we open the gift on page 138. And it says, a brand new book sat snuggled against my old one, making it look frumpy in comparison. So another book, yay. Okay, for this one, we have a paperback. Okay, that's not all that's in here. So we have a paperback. It looks like we have a letter from an author and a signed book plate. Wait, I don't think this is a letter from the author. I think it's a letter to go along with the story. Okay. So this story is told in dual perspectives, and we are at that point where the gift is Felicity's perspective, and this is a letter to Felicity. So let's read this. Felicity, I can't thank you enough for your kind words and advice. You've given me the push and courage I've needed to face my fears and go for something great. I know it's not much, but I wanted to give you a token of my appreciation. The book is one I've just finished reading, and I think you'll enjoy it. I'll be posting my review on it next week, but would love to hear your thoughts first if you finish it beforehand. And don't worry about the keychain. I have several extras at home. I hope to see you tomorrow at my panel. Your flight buddy, Nicholas Benjamin Bardsley. P.S. Don't hate me. And the keychain is cute. It says, there is no book so bad that it does not have something good in it. Don Quixote. And it's super cute. Alright, so let's see what the book is. This is After All by Heidi McLaughlin. And as I said, we do have a signed book plate. This one says, Happiness After Heartache. Brooklyn Hewitt hasn't stepped foot in Cape Harbor for 15 years, not since an accident claimed the love of her life, Austin Woods. Desperate to move forward, Brooklyn is focused on raising her daughter for the past 14 years. But when the opportunity comes along to renovate the old Driftwood Inn, Brooklyn knows it's time to go home. But it won't be easy. For one, Austin's best friend, Bowie Holmes, still lives in Cape Harbor. Brooklyn hasn't quite been able to forget him, not since the night they spent together, the same night they both lost Austin. Separated by tragedy and guilt, they're brought together by the Driftwood Project, and as they rebuild the inn, they discover they're also rebuilding something else. Brooklyn's always been desperate to move on, not knowing that she first needs to reconcile past transgressions. She can't forget, but she can forgive Austin, Bowie, and herself on her way toward long-awaited happiness. Okay. This doesn't really sound like one that I would typically go for, but okay. Okay, for day 8, the story was called Full Scale at the Center of the Universe by Danielle Robertson. And the gift is on page 157. It says, the miniature book is dusty with age, the cover simple. And I'm not going to read what it says on the cover. Embroidered in gold thread. Because I don't want to ruin the surprise completely. Little package here. It's heavy or hard. Oh, it's an ornament. And it is Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. And this is like ceramic or something. It is heavy. This would be pretty on my shelf. Okay, for day 9, the story is Wellingsgate House for Retired Ghosts by Hallie M. Bertling. And the gift is on page 177. It says, on the nearest bookcase, I notice an unstable heap of books leaning against a bookend that bears a remarkable resemblance to me in my ball gown. All right, so either we've got another book or maybe a bookend. Oh, and my battery's flashing, so let me change that out and then I'll open the next gift. Okay, I'm going to go with the bookend theory because it's triangle shaped. Now I'm hoping there's not any glass in here, but I do hear some stuff that I couldn't get out before, so hopefully it's just like the bath salt and that's it. Okay, here we go. This is neat. Here, let me try doing it that way. It is the bookend, and let's see. We have a girl reading a book. Cut out here. All right, day 10, the story is called The Gift of Love by Annie Ray. And the gift is on page 189. It says, I grin up at Caleb plucking a familiar shape from his makeshift wrapping. Another mysterious one. Ah, but not that mysterious. It's book shaped. Okay. This one is The Unlikely Adventures of the Shergill Sisters. Sometimes you have to leave home to find your roots. This says, the author of the Reese Witherspoon Book Club selection, Erotic Stories for Punjabi Widows, follows her acclaimed American debut with this witty, life-affirming family drama. An Indian, This Is Where I Leave You, about 3 Punjabi sisters embarking on a pilgrimage to their homeland to lay their mother to rest. The British-born Shergill sisters, Rajni, Jasmine, and Sharina, barely got along growing up, and as adults have grown even farther apart. But on her deathbed, their mother voices one last wish, that her daughters will make a pilgrimage together to the Golden Temple in Amritsar to carry out her final rites. After a trip to India with her mother as a teenager school principal, Rajni vowed never to return. But she's always been a dutiful daughter and cannot, even now, refuse her mother's request. Struggling actress Yasmin leaps at the chance to drop out of sight, unbeknownst to her sisters. She's escaping the wrong kind of internet fame. Baby of the family, Sharina's wealthy in-laws are pushing her to make a pivotal decision. Time away will help her decide whether she will obey or stand up for herself. By turns funny, heartfelt, pointed, and wonderfully insightful, The Unlikely Adventures of the Shergill Sisters illuminates the bonds of family, sisterhood, and heritage that give us wings and roots, despite our differences. Again, this is not really one that I would gravitate to. Like, I think these kind of fit into like the family drama or the women's fiction category, which I hate calling it that, but these kind of fit into that category. and that's not typically something I gravitate to, which is why I normally would have picked the young adult box, because this is a lot of like the kind of things you would get with Once Upon a Book Club. Now these two stories here, the other two, I'm definitely interested in. It's just I'm not as much with those two, though they're probably going to be fabulous reads and I'll have to take it all back. I have read books like that and I have enjoyed them. It's just I don't enjoy them as much as other things. Okay, the day 11 story is called Pedro and the Prince by Elizabeth Meadows. And the gift is on page 205. It says, speaking of traditions, his mother gently removes a bottle of Cabernet from the well-loved wine chiller in the middle of the table. I don't think we're getting wine, though that would be cool. But I don't think we're getting wine or a wine cooler. All right, our box here says warm up. This is cool. You put the ice in here and your wine in here to chill it. And it's got the writing all around it. But you can also use this for other stuff. Like I just stick my wine in the fridge. But this would be cute sitting on my kitchen counter or even on my desk. I'm not sure what exactly I'm going to use this for, but I'm definitely going to use it for something. Ooh, this might be a cute, cool thing to like put TBR stuff in maybe. I don't know. Okay, and then the last day, day 12, the story is Weave the Wind to Silence by Megan Klinker. And the gift comes on page 221. It says, King Zeev looked upon the tapestry and his hand flew to his heart where it lay frostbitten in his chest. All right, I'm guessing a tapestry. Well, you never know. And it comes in this cute little drawstring bag. They definitely have super cute little bags. Oh my goodness, this is a lot bigger than it seemed. Okay, it is a very large tapestry on like this canvas kind of material, and you can't see the whole thing here, but we have the Velveteen Rabbit, and it's like from that story, and it's got like little patches and stuff on it. There is like one of these at each corner and also at the center on the top, and probably at the center on the bottom too for hanging it up. That's awesome. I'll use that as well. And that is everything from this Advent box. This box was definitely a big hit. I loved so much of it. The gifts, they definitely stepped it up. Granted, the price did go up a lot with this box, but I think that it ended up being worth it. This box was $149. I think that included shipping. But you end up getting this book plus 4 other books. We got the wine cooler. We got the little bookend. We got the thing, the curtains, the tapestry, the thing for the car, the fanny pack, the keychain, the clip, the recipe card. Is that everything? It was a lot. I'm quite happy with it. What was your favorite item? Comment down below and let me know. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time, remember to always be completely you. Bye.